Good evening. May I take your coats? The other guests are already in the drawing room. Mr. Courtauld asked me to set up the cine projector with the latest newsreel. Then there'll be a tour before dinner. If you'd be so kind as to follow me.
The Great Hall at Eltham Palace, where medieval kings and queens of England held court. But are those torches electric? And can I feel underfloor heating? Welcome to the home of Stephen and Virginia Courtauld, a bold transformation of a magnificent medieval palace into a stylish 20th century home, fit for today's kings and queens of fashionable society. But how did it all begin? In the late 1290s, Anthony Beck, Bishop of Durham, built a grand moated manor house here, later giving it to the Prince of Wales, the future King Edward II. For the next 200 years, kings and queens added to and improved the royal palace of Eltham. They created a venue suitable for the royal court and for entertaining foreign dignitaries and royalty, including the spectacular Great Hall that still stands today, built by King Edward IV in the 1470s. It's a hall that later Henry VIII knew well, for he and his younger brother and sisters grew up at Eltham. As king, Henry made major improvements, including the addition of a grand chapel. But Henry's successors rarely came to Eltham, and Charles I was the last king to visit. Badly damaged in the Civil War, the palace fell into ruins. A farmhouse was built amongst the remains, and the once magnificent Great Hall became a barn. Efforts were made in the 19th and early 20th centuries to save the Great Hall from complete collapse. This then was the Eltham that the wealthy Courtaulds found in 1933, partly restored, but mostly forgotten. Looking for a semi-rural location within easy reach of London, Stephen and Virginia Courtauld saw an opportunity to both rescue the remains and also add their own modern stamp to Eltham's long history of rebuilding. But not without controversy in the press. Architects Seeley and Paget have taken their cues from history for the exterior of the new house. But for one critic, the result is an admirably designed but unfortunately cited cigarette factory. But you couldn't mistake the interiors for a factory floor. It's like stepping into a first-rate hotel. From the Italian-inspired drawing room, to the Swedish-designed entrance hall, to the Art Deco dining room, it's luxury all the way. Yes, this is very much a home for entertaining. Explorers, film directors, politicians, and royalty are all part of the Courtauld social circle. And when you know Queen Mary might drop by, you lay on the very best, including the latest gadgets. And of course, wonderful flowers, a particular passion of the Courtaulds, as are the gardens, where old also meets new. Where medieval kings of England once strolled, the Courtaulds have brought the latest fashions in garden design, including this sunken rose garden and garden rooms beyond. And here, along with their family and guests, are the hosts themselves, enjoying the gardens. They shot this footage themselves. Look, there waving hello is Mrs. Virginia Courtauld, or Ginny to her friends. And who are these unlikely companions? It's mighty Caesar, the Great Dane, and Mahjong, the lemur. This cheeky chap is the unofficial lord of the manor. Yes, it's an extraordinary place, all right, where primates are playmates and stately medieval meets stylish modern.
I expect you would like to change before dinner. and a tour will begin shortly, if you would follow me to your suite. Your room, the Venetian suite. I do hope you enjoy your tour of the house and gardens. If you have one of our newfangled gadgets, please press Stop 1 Introduction now to start.